Good evening, children. Now we are going to start our first physical science online class. In the 8th class, you already learned physical science as one of the subjects. Now this is going to be continued. In the last year, you learned in physical science, you already know it is divided into physics and chemistry. Okay, you learned 12 lessons as some of the lessons belongs to physics, some of the lessons belongs to chemistry. Okay, tell me, what is physics? Physics means it is a science explaining about the non-living things. A science which explains about the non-living things and study of property of materials. Just like all the about the earth, the sky, heat, etc. we are going to learn. And chemistry means it is a study of chemical reactions. Okay, it is the study of chemical reactions. About the definitions of science, physics, chemistry, I added one pic to you in this video. Just go through it for the definitions. Now we are coming into our basics. Last year you learned 12 lessons under physical science. Okay, among those 12, almost about half of them belongs to physics, half of the part belongs to chemistry. Okay, now we will recall our knowledge of previous. In this first session, we will recall the knowledge of our science, physical science knowledge. Okay, our first lesson is force. Okay, what is force? What is force? Push or pull of an object. Push or pull of an object is called force. Okay. For example, in order to move a bench, what you have to do? You need to push it. You need to apply some energy. And in order to lift a bucket, what you need to do? You need to pull the bucket up. Is it? So, just like that, many of the activities based on the push or pull. So that's why definition of force is push or pulling of an object. Already you learned all these basics. And how many types of forces are there? There are mainly two types. Okay. Contact force and field force. Contact force, field force. Contact force means a force which has directly physical contact. A force which is applied on the directly physically contacted objects. Okay, a force which is applied on the directly physically contacted objects. Field force means its another name is force at a distance. Force at a distance is also called as field force. So in this field force, a force which is not physically in contact, a force which is applied not directly physically contacted objects, not physically directly contacted objects. And the contact force again further divided into 4 types. Okay, first one is muscular force. Second one is frictional force. Third one is normal force. And fourth one is tensional force. Okay, contact force is divided into 4 parts. In the same way, field force also divided into 3 parts, 3 types. First one is gravitational force. Second one is magnetic force. And third one is electrostatic force. Okay. Now we will randomly just discuss about these types of forces. First one is muscular force. Muscular force means a force which is applied by the muscles. A force which is applied by the muscles. The example for muscular force is just like lifting a bucket, driving, all these, etc. are the examples for muscular force. Next, frictional force. Frictional force means a force which opposes the movement of an object or which resistance to the movement of an object. For example, while you are driving, if some object came in the middle, what we will do? We will apply some brake. Is it or no? That application of brake is related to the frictional force. Okay, application of brake belongs to the frictional force. Next, normal force. Normal means perpendicular or 90 degrees. Okay, a force which is applied normally on an object. A force which is applied normally on an object is called normal force. Example for normally force means when you are sitting on a chair or sofa, how we will sit? We will sit perpendicularly. Means we are applying force on the sofa perpendicularly. So this belongs to normal force. Next, tension force. Tension force means which is a force which is applied on the hand bodies. Okay, a force which is applied on the hand bodies. For example, ceiling fan. When you take ceiling fan, it will be hang over. Okay, it will be hanged over the roof. So that is an example for tension force. Now let us move towards the field force. Field force means without any physical contact. Is it or no? Without any physical contact, there will be some force of attraction. That is called field force. Again, these are divided into three types. First one is gravitational force. Gravitational force means a force of attraction by the earth. Okay, a force of attraction by the earth is called gravitational force. And example for gravitational force is when you throw an object up into the air, what will happen? It will come down only. It don't go away. Is it or no? That is because of this gravitational force. Okay, due to the gravitational force or attractive force of the earth, when you throw an object up, it will come down only. Next, magnetic force. Magnetic force means a force of attraction because of magnets. Okay, for example, let me take a magnet. Okay, keep some nails, iron nails around it. What will happen at some distance? Up to some distance, the magnet will attract all the nails. Is it or no? No need of direct contact, but even though the magnet will attract all the nails, this is because of invisible force, that is magnetic force. Next, electrostatic force. Okay, this electrostatic force is due to the charged ions, okay, or charged particles. Electrostatic force is, it is also invisible or no contacted force. This is because of the charged particle. For example, you might have seen when you are during the winter, you would see some goose bubbles, or when you sit on a plastic chair, you might felt some goose bubbles. So that is because of the electrostatic force. And one more example, you take one comb and just keep for a oily air and keep some piece of papers. What will happen? It will get attracted. That is also because of electrostatic force. All these examples you already learnt in the 9th class, but just I am giving an introduction. Okay, this is about the types of forces and the definition of forces. Now we will move towards the next concept, friction. Already in the previous lesson I told about the friction. What is friction? Friction means a force which opposes the movement of an object. A force which opposes the movement of an object. So, or a force which resists the movement of an object is called friction. With less friction, what will happen? The object will move very fastly. With more friction, object will move slowly. Means it opposes. For the energy, it will be opposite side. Okay. For example, usually this frictional force is very needed in our daily activity. What are its needs means, just before I told to you, application of brakes for a vehicle is the example for frictional force. And you would see for the shops we will keep shutters. Okay, to lift the shutter easily, those shutters, you know, to lift up the shutter and close the shutter, we will apply some grease or oils. That is to increase the friction. Friction nothing but the slippiness, moves easily. Okay, these are the examples for friction. Next we will move towards the another concept of sound. Okay, what is the sound? Sound nothing but it's a type of energy. Okay, it's a type of energy. Which kind of energy? Mechanical energy. Okay, sound is a form of energy which will travel from one place to another place. Sound is an energy which travels from one place to other. Sound is an energy which travels from one place to other place. But for sound, one thing is very essential. It can travel only in the presence of medium. Okay, any kind of medium. Medium is compulsory needed for the sound to travel. So that medium could be either air medium, water medium, etc. It can be any kind of medium. So for traveling of sound, any medium is compulsory needed. Next, let us know about the light. Okay, what is light? What is light? Light is also form of an energy only. Okay, light is a form of energy this is also travels from one place to another place, but in the form of electromagnetic. In the form of electromagnetic waves. Okay, light is a form of energy in the form of electromagnetic waves, moves from obviously one place to other. It will travel from one place to other place. Light is a form of energy in the form of electromagnetic waves. It will travel in the form of electromagnetic waves, moves from one place to another place. Okay, but the difference between sound and light is, this is also a form of energy only, this is also form of energy only. But what is the difference is, main difference, this for to travel the sound compulsory we need a medium. But for light, no need of medium. Okay, it will travel without the medium also. If it is needed medium, from the sun to while reaching the earth, sunlight to the earth, there is no medium in the space. How it would travel? It is traveling means we are reaching the sunlight daily, no? It means it can travel without the medium also. It can travel without the medium also, through vacuum also. What is vacuum? Absence of air. Vacuum means absence of air is called vacuum. Okay, in the vacuum also light can travel. The velocity of light, okay, usually velocity of light is indicated by the letter C. It will have some particular value, that is 3 into 10 power of 8 meter per second. Per 1 second it will travel 3 into 10 power of 8 meters, means 3 lakhs kilometers per just 1 second. Okay, and then light will travel faster than any other thing. Okay, usually light only will travel very fastly than any other. Usually you might have experienced while it is raining, what you experienced, you will feel some thunders and sparklings. Okay, that sparkling will come faster than the thunder. You might have seen lighting effect, sparkling will come faster than thunder. After coming sparkling only, thunder will come. It means sparkling means light. Thunder means sound. So light will travel faster than the sound, and the sound will travel different forms. Means in through we have three states of matter: no? Solid, liquid, gaseous. In gaseous it will move with one velocity. In solids it moves with the other velocity. In liquids also it will move with different velocities. Okay. Next, reflection of light. Okay. Light has some properties. It has 6 properties. Among them we have one property here, that is reflection. Okay. So what do you mean by reflection? Means, for example, you take a ball, hit to the wall. What will happen? It will bounce back. Is it? In the same way, light also, when it is touches to a surface or any plain wall or something, it will be bounced back. It will come back. This phenomena is called reflection. Okay. This reflection phenomena obeys by sound as well as light. Here we are learning for the light. Okay. So reflection means when light touches to a surface, it will come back. This phenomena is called reflection. Okay. In this we have Snell's law also. Angle I equals to Snell's law. Incident angle will be equals to reflected angle. This is called Snell's law. Next, we will learn about some other concepts of chemistry. Okay, a little basic introduction you have in this. So, we will learn about the concepts of chemistry also. Next, we are having combustion. What is combustion? Burning in the presence of air. Burning in the presence of air is called combustion. For example, when you take something, some paper or some wood, what if you want to make it burn? Burning in the presence of air, if you burn, means in the presence of air, if you make it burn, we will call it as combustion. Burning in the presence of air is called combustion. You know respiratory system? Respiration. So what is respiration? When oxygen is burning and giving carbon dioxide. Here oxygen we are using now. This is one example of combustion reaction. This is an example for combustion reaction. Okay. Next we will learn about the fibers. Synthetic fiber as well as natural fiber. Okay. Generally all the substances made up of either it would be artificial or synthetic, both same only, or natural. For example, let us take about the clothes. Okay, when you take clothes, all the cotton clothes made from the cotton seed. From the cotton seed, we will take the cotton thread and the cotton clothes will be made. Means cotton will be coming from the plant. Is it? So that is the natural fiber. Now when you take the synthetic fibers, nylon, like that, when you take, they are extracted from the artificial substances. Okay, we will call them as artificial or synthetic fibers. Okay, next some more natural phenomena. In that we learnt about the sun and about the stars we learnt. Okay, what will be there in the sky? In the sky there will be so many stars, asteroids, planets, like that many things will be there. What is a star? Star means it continuously burns and gives energy. Okay, with the help of nuclear fission concept, the star used to burn and releases continuous energy. You know what is the very familiar and nearest star for us? Sun. It's nothing but sun. Actually, sun is a big star. Okay. Sun gives continuous energy by burning himself. He gives not only heat but also light energy. Both. Energy means that sun energy will be divided as we can be used as light energy as well as heat energy. Okay. So sun usually gives energy with the help of nuclear fission. Okay. Inside of sun there will be helium element. Okay, there will be helium element. So by burning helium element, it will give continuous energy for us. Okay, these are the basics of 8th class what we learnt. Okay, next we are going to start in the next session our lessons. Thank you.